question about it. Both teams rely heavily on their backcourts to get it done, and I'm interested to see which backcourt brings it tonight.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Hunter is out there with Hachimura. And there's Klay Thompson, and it's Young, and it's Jaquez in at the 3 slot. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's a 3-point game. Hunter, and he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
And no question, Trae Young is a very special passer and playmaker on the floor.
Irving, good.
Great idea to get your secondary scores involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for your
And the first one at the line is good.
Not much more you can say about CP3. Name a better floor leader. There's not one.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here is Hachimura. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Now here's Paul. Following the miss by Rui Hachimura. Here's Thompson, knocked away and stolen by Iverson. The pass to O'Neal to the middle. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
And Young kicks to Thompson. The basket good off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one.
Shooting 4 or 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Paul with the ball, and Hachimura picks him up defensively. Irving passes to O'Neal. Atlanta with the rebound.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Philadelphia. Both shots good from the stripe. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's the teardrop. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
And the shot is good.
That's some classic Chris Paul in action, reading the floor and finding the opening.
Pass to Hachimura. And the rejection by Embiid. Here's Jaquez over Iguodala. It's rebounded by O'Neal.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And here's Young following the 3 from Chris Paul. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Now, you hit a 3 on Young, you can expect him to come right back at you.
Pass to O'Neal. Embiid with it. Over Thompson. Embiid, no good. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. From 15 feet away, again the Hawks score.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Goes up at the stripe. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got 10.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
It's tipped. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Iverson. The 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
Not a close contest either the last time they got together. Everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights-out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
Here's Iverson following the bucket by the Hawks to the paint. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Iverson.
looming large on the interior and be hard to deny.
Thompson for three. They get it back. Takes the three. Nailed from three-point land. Thompson's got his second bucket.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, what we saw in that game and what you see around the league is a questionable dependency on the triple.
Well, you have to be able to use the three-point line in some way. It's just such a weapon. And in that game, it was just not there for him.
58 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Nash, and that one, good.
You can't let Nash get inside like that. He's so nimble and will find a way to finish.
And Young kicks to Thompson. Here's Hachimura. Another three for Atlanta.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Nash against Young. A nice shot by Nash.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You got to love it.
Yeah, made-for-TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triples. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And guys, his speed and quickness and just the relentless nature of Doug Collins, very hard for any defender to keep up with him.
2 shots.
And so Collins nails both of them. The Hawks leading by 6. Young passes to Hunter. The basket good off the assist from Young. 10 points for Big Dog.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Nash. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for him. Back to the action in just a minute. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Black. Hunter's out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Jaquez in at the 3. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. For the Sixers, it's championship or bust. Joel Embiid said there's nothing to be happy about just getting to the conference finals or the finals. You got to win the whole thing. That's the goal. And every single day, it's just trying to find ways to make that happen. Back to you.
Yep, all or nothing. David, thank you.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Hachimura, no good.
Yeah, awkward shot there. I mean, creative on the leaner, but the D just made it too difficult for him to convert.
Beasley for 3. Good on the triple. Beasley's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
A floater, got a hand on it. Hachimura with it. He's picked up by Paul. Here's Jaquez. Another 3 for Atlanta.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Timeout called the 76ers. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And it's blocked.
Hachimura putting the long arms to use.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hunter. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And Philadelphia making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Here's Paul. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet. Paul's got 12 points in the game. And with the big collisions we see in the paint, and Greg, there are some have argued for changing the charge rule. Did you see that?
You know, there's talk of extending the restricted area. I've even heard some say ban charges by help defenders. I like the former idea. That seems less extreme.
Here's O'Neal. Here's Jaquez.
76ers.
He's got 13, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Irving comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Allen Iverson subbed in for Nash. Hachimura, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Beasley for three. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And Beasley does a nice job seeing through the defense that time.
Lobbed up there for O'Neal.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Here's O'Neal. It's deflected. Hunter with it. Chris Paul covering. Here's Hachimura. Second chance shot. Hunter no good.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Paul. Here's Shays. Off target from outside.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
There's the triple. Good work defensively by Paul. The 76ers trail by 15. From outside the arc, the 76ers with another miss.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there, would like to see more of that. Malik working the ball away.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. 16 points for Big Dog.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
All right, fans, let's make the noise for the move-dropping, show-stopping Sixers. ENT.
And the 76ers making a change here. Embiid's checked in. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, Big Dog.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
Yeah, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Releases. Again, the Hawks good for 2. 1:19 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Paul. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And Chris Paul shrugs off the contact. He's just so poised under pressure.
Tries to save it. Puts up a deep 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
3 points.
Black's got 5.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Over to the wing. Here's Jaquez. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Paul looking around. Teardrop shot. It's tipped.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And you can see Beasley's athleticism as he's out in the open court getting it done.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Clearly a foul.
For Atlanta, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. The free throw drops for Hunter.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a quick pass? The last 3 shots put Iverson in some kind of mood. He goes to the arc and delivers the answer.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's Atlanta delivering the blowout. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
Fans, let's hear it for your arena entertainment.
Hello, folks. With several other games going on around the league right now, let's catch you up on the action. It's the Washington Wizards. Into the 4th quarter now, and they've got a 6-point hole to climb out of.
Yeah, so far neither team can capture momentum and sustain it.
And now looking at our current game in progress, a disaster of a first half for the 76ers.
Their biggest problem is they got lit up from outside. You like to think they know their opponent's tendencies, but they sure didn't act on it.
Obviously, the situation isn't going to change itself. Big adjustments need to be made for this to become a game again.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
One more time, fans.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And you know, Big Dog has been really making it happen, guys.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Irving is out there with Jermaine O'Neal. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Iverson in at the 2 guard. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half.
And how about Embiid putting the versatility on full display? How many other bigs can do that?
Hardaway, no good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And Embiid gets it to go.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Hunter, and the rejection by Embiid.
So agile at 7 feet. Embiid covers a lot of territory.
Here's O'Neal. Bucket is good. O'Neal's got 8.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Johnson for 3. Paxton coming off the assist from Young. Young's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And they double up Iverson. Embiid wide open. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though. Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And O'Neal gets it to go. So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. It's an 18-point lead. That one goes in.
Yeah, whenever he's got a little room, the ball's in his hands. Hardaway Jr. looking to score.
Paul with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. The shot by Paul, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Young for three. Rebound by the 76ers. O'Neal's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Paul for three. Okongwu grabs the board.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Tim Hardaway Jr. is just a tremendous athlete. He spots a great route to the rim and doesn't settle.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time.
Trae Young.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Allen Iverson.
Number 45, Andre Iguodala.
Here's Irving. Got it from 16 feet. Irving's got 7.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
Here's Hunter. The basket good off the assist from Young.
The assist.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now here's Paul. He's got 14. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his second.
And just a smart play by Paul there, forcing his way to the line.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. First free throw is good.
Paul. 2 shots.
No good on the second free throw. Hey, Brent, in general, as we widen the lens here, what do you think current NBA teams could do better?
Well, it's going to be interesting, Kevin, to see how, with the defensive 3-second rule sort of disappearing, how many more coaches are able to implement combinations of zone defenses. They're going to take away what it is that a team likes to do in the half court of their execution. Along with that, certainly clock management, timeouts, maybe more usage of their actual roster going a little bit deeper during the regular season to explore those kind of tactics. And don't forget about all those experiments. They could happen in the G League as well.
From deep, Johnson, another 3 for Atlanta.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. As ever, Joel Embiid has the pressure on him to be the franchise player. He said it's not an easy job. If it was easy, everybody would do it. When you're actually the best offensive player and the best defensive player, you got to make plays. You can't be perfect. All I can do is try to do my best every game. Kevin?
Well said. His best DA is pretty great, isn't it? Thank you so much for the report. The 76ers have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Paul finds Irving, and here is O'Neal. The fadeaway. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. O'Neal's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And here's Iguodala outside.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And it's Paul missing.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's Atlanta running away with this one. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Okongwu. Young is up there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Cam Johnson. And it's Hunter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's good.
And very few guys can move the ball like Nash. He knows where his shooters are at all times and makes feeding them look easy. And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
There's the screen. Here's Collins. It's on target from the high post.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Here's Shays. That's tipped. Young for 3. It's hauled in by Sigma.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for that.
And that one is good.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
Here's Hunter. Rebound by the 76ers. Sigma's got 4 rebounds in this game. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
And it's the 76ers with the ball after the basket by Atlanta.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
To the wing on the left, Okongwu, and it's off from three-point range. Shays the pass to Irving. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Hardaway. Charity stripe shot, and there's Hunter on the assist by Young. And that's 23 points for Big Dog.
And good recognition there from Trey. It's part of his role. He's got to find open guys.
Here's Shays, true on the 14-footer.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Now, here's Johnson. Shot's good from Young.
Good up-tempo play there from Young, firing that shot off before the D could react.
Here's Irving. And again, it's Philadelphia. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. Johnson right side. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the
previous play is under review.
Make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
Hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Free throw, good, Nash.
What you love about Nash, he's a coach on the floor, dictates the pace, always in total command of his team.
Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And stolen by Iverson. There's the pass to Irving. Atlanta with the rebound. Johnson outside. Paxson coming off the assist from Young.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Now, here is O'Neal. Over Okongwu. And here's Young. Johnson outside. Another three for Atlanta.
Johnson.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Atlanta.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores. And that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Hawks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And in a three-game season series, they take the first two, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Big Dog.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Shaves the pass to Paul, shoots, and there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Paul.
You leave it to CP3, statistically one of the top 10 assist men, not just in the league now, in the history of the game.
Here's Johnson, and again it's Atlanta.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Hardaway finds Hunter. Now here's Johnson. Misses the three. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our New Balance Player of the Game, Big Dog.
Best entertainment.